Hello everyone, Soul the Scientist here again, and welcome to Boldur Theory Crafting Week 3 of 3. Previously, we've explored how Boldur can be a melee damage powerhouse, while still having some light customization options for both offense and defense. This week, total opposite. We are going to try to turn Boldur into an absolute tank who will focus on blocking as much incoming damage as possible with his shield, increase his total health pool, his health regeneration rate, and finally, we're going to try to use Runes of Power to piss off everyone trying to kill you. I call this one Stubborn Survivor. For level 1, we're going to want to go with the right option over Boulder Dash. Using Boulder Dash generates an overshield on Boulder for a brief period, plus 225 overshield for 8 seconds. An overshield, albeit a temporary one, is a great way to soak up damage as you dash toward enemies, especially since Boulder, like all the Eldred of course, he doesn't have a natural energy shield. So this augment is great for being harder to kill, and it leads into the rage-inducing combat loop I've discussed in my previous 2 videos. For level 2, we're going to want to go with the left option, Ages of Anger. Activating Boulder Dash immediately activates Rage. With this augment, Rage will activate upon skill use instead of only killing an enemy. At this level, the only benefit Rage has is to increase your attack speed. While useful, the focus of Rage in this build is not for attack purposes. More on this in 3 levels. The same combat loop still applies, though. You activate Boulder Dash, which activates an Overshield, and that activates Rage, and then insert Rage benefits here, for which now is only increased attack speed. For level 3, we're going to want to go with Deft Defense, which is the left option. Increases the speed with which Boulder raises his shield to block incoming damage. This augment is all about Boulder being faster than whatever or whoever is shooting at him. Not movement speed as the case was previously, but being more adept at blocking incoming damage. The details of the shield mechanic haven't been made public, but I'm certain holding L2 will raise it, and its presence will negate or decrease all incoming damage from the direction Boulder is facing. If you played Athena in Borderlands the pre-sequel, I think you'll be very comfortable with using Boulder's shield. For level 4, we're going to want to go with the right option, Head Splitter. Enemies hit with Axe Toss are stunned. When you're not using Axe Toss for what will be the level 9 augment, it can be used as a way to either begin enemy engagement or to aid in your escape, and this augment I think is helpful for both instances. Offensively, you can use Axe Toss to stun an enemy, and then use Boulder Dash with an Overshield and Rage, of course, to reach melee combat range while they are unable to attack you, and you will then deal as much damage as you see fit. Defensively, if you find yourself in one-on-one combat with another player or a strong AI enemy, and you're starting to get overwhelmed, you can use Axe Toss to stun your opponent and use Boulder Dash to escape to a nearby teammate or an environmental object to give you the advantage if the enemy pursues you. For level 5, we're going to want to go with the right option, Berserker Rage. When Rage is active, Boulder's health regeneration rate increases, plus 7 health regeneration per second. As promised a few levels ago, we now have the key component to using Rage in this build. Increased health regeneration, something extremely useful for when you're trying not to die. We don't yet know what Boulder's natural health regeneration rate is, but more is always better, and I would venture to say that the increase this augment provides is probably 25 to 50% of his natural health regeneration rate, so that's a substantial but not unbalanced increase. For level 6, we're going to want to go with the left option, Exterminator, which increases Axe Toss damage by 15%. I know choosing this augment over a 15% damage increase for Boulder Dash might sound counterintuitive, since this was my choice last week for the offensive build, but please just bear with me until we get to level 9, where this augment is meant to be especially helpful. Also, this is a tank build, so Boulder's damage dealing capabilities are taking a backseat this week. For level 7, we're going to want to go with the right option, Natural Enhancement. Boulder's health regeneration rate is increased, plus 7 health regeneration per second. So, even more health regen! Yeah! This is a passive upgrade, so To benefit from this, Rage is not required to be active, but while it is, Boldur's health regeneration rate is increased by 14 points per second, so do keep that in mind during combat. For level 8, we're going to want to go with the left option, Long Distance Dash, which increases Boulder Dash distance, quite easily done. Being able to engage enemies from further away, or to have a larger distance to which escape is possible, should it be necessary of course, makes this augment ideal for Boulder Dash, as it allows you being the player of course, to have potentially more useful flexibility with its use. For level 9, we're going to want to go with the right option, Death and Axes. Killing an enemy with Axe Toss grants Boulder additional maximum health. Health bonuses reset on death, plus 50 max health per stack with a maximum stack number of 5. This augment is why I think 15% more Axe Toss damage is more helpful for this build. More Axe Toss damage means you are more likely to eliminate a low health enemy, thus giving you an extra 50 max health with 1 stack. For context, at 5 stacks, Boulder's max health pool will rise by 250. The temporary overshield you gain by activating Boulder Dash from the level 1 augment is only 25 points less than that amount. So, at 5 stacks, Boulder effectively has a permanent overshield that benefits from an additional regeneration rate of 7 to 14 points per second at any given time. The downside to this, of course, is that the stacks disappear when, or if, you die. The upside is that they are likely easily reobtained by killing trash mobs, something that you'll find in both PvE and in PvP. And finally, for level 10, we're going to want to go with the right option, Runic Replenishment. Activating Runes of Power a second time when it is still active instantly replenishes Boulder's health. As if the previous augment wouldn't make it hard enough for you to bite the dust, you now have a way to instantly refill your health. All of it. The trick with this, of course, is while Runes of Power is active, you will need to actively refrain from using Axe Toss and Boulder Dash as much as possible so you don't consume the magic, thus removing your instant refill capability. This creates a very big risk versus reward play, but when it comes down to doing everything in your power to stay alive, no skill or combat loop can hold a candle to the ability to instantly refill the entirety of your health bar, and it will feel so good when you pull it off. Well, I guess that pretty much does it for Boulder. So if you like what you saw/heard today, please go ahead and click that thumbs up button so I can congratulate my spreadsheets on a job well done. And now that we've come to the end of Boulder's time in the spotlight, leave a comment for me down below. Let me know which of the 3 you liked best, or what changes would you implement to any of the 3 to better suit your individual playstyle. And finally, please subscribe if you are not already, because next week you will not want to miss out on Caldarius. He is my most anticipated character, and the one through which I will vicariously live out all of my Gundam fantasies. And yes, every build is Gundam themed. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to marathon Gundam Wing, watch Endless Waltz, and contemplate building my high-grade Star Build Strike Plapsky Wing Gunpla, which I've been putting off for quite some time. So see you next week, and thank you very much for watching.